In this day and age, they've changed the rules, so you really don't see as many of the big hits. It's a less violent game, except for with Devon Witherspoon. I think he's a violent player. I think it really stands out. Not everybody wants to hit like that, but he has a little bit of that kind of Earl Thomas in him. You know,
he has an innate ability to sort of know where the ball is going to be.
Devon Witherspoon just won the Super Bowl in his third NFL season. He is a 3-time Pro Bowler, a second-team All-Pro, and the #1 rated cornerback in the entire National Football League, according to Pro Football Focus. But even so, the National Football League has a Devon Witherspoon problem. And that problem is simple. They didn't see him coming. Devon Witherspoon was not supposed to be here. He didn't play football until he was 16 years old. He was a 0-star recruit from every single recruiting website. He had only one Power 5 offer, and it came the summer after his senior year, when he had already enrolled at a junior college. And on draft night in 2023, 4 National Football League teams with glaring needs all passed on him. The Carolina Panthers, the Houston Texans, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Indianapolis Colts all looked at the best cornerback in the draft and said, no thanks. But the Seattle Seahawks saw what everyone else had missed. And 3 years later, Devon Witherspoon is a Super Bowl champion, the best cornerback in football, and a walking, talking indictment of the National Football League's entire evaluation system.
Blitz! Down goes Jones. Witherspoon got him. Campbell brought down. Guess who? You got it. Number 6 on the night already for Devon Witherspoon.
This is the story of how the league completely missed on a generational talent. Devon Witherspoon was born in Pensacola, Florida, to a single mother named Rashida Bickley. His mother worked multiple jobs to support the family, and she pushed him to try football when he wanted to quit sports entirely. But Devon didn't fall in love with football right away. He was a basketball player first. And he didn't step onto a football field until his junior year of high school, when most future National Football League players had already been playing for a decade. He was 16 years old when he finally put on the pads. 16. Let that sink in for a second. By that age, most elite prospects have already been scouted, ranked, and recruited by major college programs. But Devon was starting from scratch. He had 2 years to prove himself. 2 years to catch up to players who had been training since they were 6. And somehow, against all odds, he did it. At Pine Forest High School in Pensacola, Devon Witherspoon was a force. He played cornerback, and he was so good that his high school coach, Jason McDonald, tried to tell college recruiters about him. McDonald had another player on the team, Martin Emerson, who was a 3-star recruit getting attention from major programs. And McDonald told every recruiter the same thing. Martin's a great player, but Spoon's better, hands down he's better. But nobody listened. Martin Emerson got his offers. Devon Witherspoon got nothing. Every major recruiting website gave him 0 stars. Not 2 stars, not 1 star. 0. He was invisible. And when his senior season ended, he had no scholarship offers from any Power 5 program. He was a forgotten player from a small town in Florida, and the college football world had moved on without him. Devon enrolled at a junior college while he waited for his SAT scores to come back. He was ready to start over, to grind his way up from the bottom. But then, in the summer after his senior year, something unexpected happened. The University of Illinois offered him a scholarship. It was his only Power 5 offer, his only chance, and he took it. At Illinois, Devon Witherspoon was not an immediate star. He redshirted his first year in 2019, learning the system and adjusting to the speed of college football. In 2020, the COVID-shortened season, he played in 7 games and recorded 33 tackles and 2 interceptions. He was solid, but not spectacular. And then, in 2021, something clicked. In his sophomore season, Devon Witherspoon became one of the best cornerbacks in the Big Ten. He recorded 52 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 9 pass breakups. He was named All Big Ten Honorable Mention. And in one game against Wisconsin, he made a play that would define his college career. Wisconsin receiver Kendrick Pryor had a clear path to the end zone. The game was on the line, and Devon Witherspoon chased him down from behind and tackled him at the 3-yard line. Illinois would win the game 24-23 on a last-second field goal, and Devon Witherspoon would become a legend at the school. In 2022, Witherspoon didn't just get better, he became the best.
He's a real leader, too, of this defense out of Pine Forest High School in Pensacola, Florida.
Witherspoon with the interception.
Cruikshank in motion. He turns and fires to his right and looking for Melton, but it's brought down by Witherspoon for the interception.
He transformed into the most dominant cornerback in college football. In a game against Iowa, he had 7 tackles, a sack, and 2 pass breakups, leading the Illinois defense to a 9-6 victory where they held the Hawkeyes to just 222 total yards. He was a consensus All-American, a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award as one of the top 3 cornerbacks in college football, and the leader of an Illinois defense that shocked the country. He played with a swagger and a confidence that bordered on arrogance, but he backed it up every single Saturday. He wasn't just a shutdown corner, he was an eraser. He took the other team's best receiver and simply removed them from the game. But even after becoming an All-American, the doubters weren't done with him. After that season, there were no more questions about his talent. The 0-star recruit who didn't play football until he was 16 was now a projected top 10 pick in the National Football League draft. The kid who was headed to junior college was now on the verge of becoming a millionaire. The National Football League, the league that had completely ignored him just a few years earlier, was now forced to pay attention. But even then, on the biggest night of his life, the disrespect continued. On draft night in 2023, 4 teams with quarterback needs and defensive holes all passed on the best cornerback in the class. The Carolina Panthers took Bryce Young at number 1. The Houston Texans took C.J. Stroud at number 2. The Arizona Cardinals took Will Anderson Jr. at number 3. The Indianapolis Colts took Anthony Richardson at number 4. All 4 teams had defensive needs. All 4 teams could have used an elite cornerback, but all 4 teams went in different directions.
Yeah, he wasn't my top cover guy. I had Christian Gonzalez from Oregon as the number 1 corner. I like a longer.
And then the Seattle Seahawks, a franchise with a history of building legendary secondaries, stepped up. They saw the fire, the versatility, the relentless competitor who had clawed his way from 0-star obscurity.
Devon Witherspoon he's a rare player. And we've been through this draft since the years we've been here, just because we haven't come across a guy of this makeup. And it's really it's his athletic ability, it's his speed, it's his playmaking, it's his mentality.
They took Devon Witherspoon with the 5th overall pick, making him the highest drafted defensive back in Illinois history. And from the moment he stepped on the field, he proved that those 4 teams had made a massive mistake.
And he is sawed off at the knees by Witherspoon. Just a short game, maybe 3.
Devon Witherspoon, his ability to play both outside and that one here in the slot.
Witherspoon tips it, and Big Hank.
He didn't play like a rookie, he played like a 10-year veteran. He was a Pro Bowler in his first season, a finalist for the Defensive Rookie of the Year award, and the new anchor of the Seahawks defense. He delivered bone-crushing hits, locked down elite receivers, and played with the same chip on his shoulder that had carried him from Pensacola to Champaign. His second season was more of the same. Another Pro Bowl, another year of shutting down the best receivers in the league. He wasn't just good, he was inevitable. And in his 3rd season, 2025, he reached the pinnacle. He was a second-team All-Pro and the number 1 rated cornerback in the entire National Football League according to Pro Football Focus. He had gone from a 0-star nobody to the best in the world at his position. And in Super Bowl 60 against the New England Patriots, the Seahawks unleashed their secret weapon. All season, Witherspoon had been an elite cover corner. But in the biggest game of the year, they turned him into a blitzer. He was a nightmare off the edge, recording a sack, disrupting plays, and helping to hold the Patriots to just 78 yards of offense through 3 quarters. The Seahawks would win the Super Bowl, and Devon Witherspoon, the kid who wasn't supposed to be here, was a world champion. So what is the Devon Witherspoon problem? It's the fact that the National Football League, a league built on finding the best athletes in the world, completely missed on a kid who didn't play football until he was 16. It's the fact that a zero-star recruit, a player with only one Power 5 offer, became the best cornerback in the entire league. It's the fact that his journey proves that heart, will, and a relentless desire to prove everyone wrong can be more powerful than any 40-yard dash time or recruiting ranking. The National Football League has a Devon Witherspoon problem because he is a walking, talking indictment of their entire evaluation system. He is proof that talent can be found anywhere, that development is not always linear, and that the chip on a player's shoulder can be the most powerful weapon of all. From a single-parent home in Pensacola, to a junior college afterthought, to a Super Bowl champion, Devon Witherspoon's story is a reminder that the biggest stars are not always the ones who shine the brightest from the start. Sometimes they are the ones who were forged in the dark, who had to fight for every inch, and who, when they finally get their chance, are ready to take over the world.